did your hair. I think I have that right. I think that's an exciting name of a shop. I'm going to introduce you to my guest, Tikesha Lawrence. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Now, first of all, I'm excited about the fact that you are a native of New Mexico.
Yes, I am.
We don't
Born and
find that
raised.
much. We have a lot of transplants here.
Mhm.
So, could you just share briefly with us about your upbringing here, or the culture, the cooking, what you experienced as a child?
Well, my parents aren't originally from here. My dad is from Arkansas. My mom's from Texas, but they
Okay.
met and had 4 children. And that's how I became a native New Mexican. No military, nothing. I've been here all my life. Love New Mexico.
Good.
Love red and green chili. Couldn't deal
Yes.
without it. We do the soul food and the New Mexican food. I can make tamales and I can make greens too. So we do all that.
You owe me some tamales.
I know.
You recall? Okay.
You have to fight over the tamales.
I know, but I know they're delicious.
Yes, they are.
So, how long have you're a cosmetologist? Is that
Yes.
is that the terminology now? Because when I was growing up, it was called hairdresser.
Hairdresser.
Hmm.
We don't really go by hairdresser no more. I'd rather be called a hairstylist.
Okay.
Cosmetologist sounds so professional, but
Well,
that's really what I am.
okay. So with the cosmetology, tell me how long you've been doing this, and how did the passion develop? I was talking about passion earlier.
Yes. As a child, we did hair at home. My parents didn't take us to get our hair done. There was
Okay.
3 girls, so we all did our own hair. My dad was actually going to be a barber. My mom was going to cosmetology school, but they ended up doing something else.
Mhm.
I have many aunts and cousins that do hair, so I think it's just kind of a hereditary trait that we all do it. I've been braiding hair since I was 12, and I've been a licensed
Wow.
cosmetologist since I was 19, so that makes it 18 years.
What is your specialty? Or can we say that, some beauticians or cosmetologists, all right,
Yeah.
hairstylists, let's stick
Yep.
with that.
Hmm.
Some specialize in braids and some in certain ethnicities, types of hair. What would you say is your specialty?
I specialize in all hair types, all
That's good.
ethnicities, but my main focus is mostly hair extensions and weaving and braiding is mainly what I do. It's not as widely available here in New Mexico, so it's a lot of competition and a lot of people are looking for people to do their hair, especially for African American. It's really hard to find a really good stylist.
So you're saying it's not that available here?
Not really,
Can
no.
you elaborate a little bit on that?
Well, the population of African Americans is kind
Okay,
of low,
right.
and you got to get the right stylist to do your hair when you have African American hair, especially if you want a weave or if you want braids.
Mhm.
You don't want to just go to anybody. So we're kind of few and far between here.
Can you help me understand what the big deal is about hair these days? Because I know it's very, I could say, economy-wise, it's at the top. Do
Billion
you have
dollar
some information?
business.
Okay.
Billion dollar business. Hair extensions is really on the rise. It has been for years. Everybody wears hair extensions.
I think we
So,
have some photos. Can we look at those?
mhm.
Okay. Because I need to understand. I'm serious. Extension, is it different from the weave, or
Not
help me
really.
out? Okay.
It's just a bit different terminology in what you understand. I do extensions and weaves, which are pretty much the same thing. But it just depends on how you want it to look and
So
if you want
what are
or
we
what are you
looking
going
at
for.
here? What are we looking at here?
These are full head weaves that
Okay.
I do. Usually extensions are just mostly for length. These are full head applications that I do.
So the entire head is
Really considered a weave. Mhm.
so this the business of beauty, or if you will, in dealing with hair. Do you see it like really increasing through the years, or are more people doing their own hair? What's the situation now?
Well, I would, you want your hair to look good. you
Okay.
can't really do your hair yourself to make it look good. You can't see the back of your head. And
Right.
really, really, if you want your hair to look good and the things that I do, you can't do on yourself. It takes 2 to 4 hours to apply a full head weave, depending.
Now, I wanted to ask you something else about with the weave. Now, there are wigs that you can just buy and put on the head. But can you assist a woman if she needs the weave to actually, I mean, the wig to fit her appearance? Because sometimes we may see a celebrity with a style and think it's going to make them look like that person. I don't think so. Right.
No,
help,
well,
help us out with that part.
well, we're beauticians, right? Not magicians, but we can.
Oh, you're not?
I'm
Okay.
not a magician. I
Right.
can make you look close to that. But as far as the wigs go, wigs are so broad, but you can put any wig on anybody and make them look totally different. But you can cut and style wigs to your face and the length you like and to make it look like your natural hair.
So are you involved in any hair shows with the way that you style?
Yes, we had our first hair show last year for Trends Beauty Supply. We had our first one, and it was mostly students. They did an excellent job. I plan on doing another one. I have no idea when, but I've been to some Barnum Brothers shows and Dudley shows, and it helped me evolve in my career.
So now tell me, medically or with the issues that we have these days with women losing hair, sometimes it's age, I know it's different things. What are some of the reasons that women may lose hair and really need to have a weave or a wig?
Well, different conditions like alopecia and different medications that women might be on, hormonal problems, hormonal changes may cause their hair to thin or go bald in spots. And I can actually give them their confidence back by putting either a weave application, a wig application, and just to boost their confidence so they're not feeling self-conscious that anybody's looking at their scalp, because that's their crown of glory. That's what we pride ourselves, is our hair. When we don't have it, it's awful.
See, I like what you said about the crown of glory, because if our hair is not right, nothing else is on the page, if you will. So, but you mentioned alopecia.
Yes.
Can you, I know that you're not a doctor per se, but what is that actually? Because some people have that problem and they don't know what's going on.
Yes. Well, it needs to be medically diagnosed, but if you have spots or areas in your hair that do not grow back, they're slick and there's no follicles left, more than likely it won't grow back. There's different treatments that they can do, but they really probably won't come back like you would like it to. So that's when I come in and I give you.
Okay, so as a woman in the marketplace, your role is to help us to really get that self-esteem built and maintained as we
Yes.
come to you.
That's my passion.
That's your
Is to
passion.
help people feel better about themselves, because people come in feeling like, my hair looks awful. What can you do? And after they're done and they're going out and their whole demeanor changes, their whole attitude changes. They want to go put on makeup and earrings and go out.
Okay.
And before they didn't want to. They just stay at home and not do anything.
So a transformation takes place
Yes, big one.
when someone comes to you. Do you look at the facial structure to style or any of those things?
Well, that has something to do with it.
Uh-huh.
I can't just put in anything and just, oh yeah, that looks good on you. But if it doesn't look good on paper and like a picture they show me, I'm not going to put on you.
Yeah.
We'll work through it and talk through it, and we'll get you where you need to be and what really looks good on you.
Okay. Well, that really sounds good. I am so glad to have you with us today. It's exciting to be able to talk to you as a woman in the marketplace, because you have to handle everything, business, finances, appointments, and those kinds of things. Your shop name, please.
Ooh, girl, who did your hair?
I like that. Ooh, girl, who did your hair?
Yes.
So the website is on the screen for those who are interested. I'd love for them to get in touch with you and make appointments. They do need to make appointments, or do you take walk-ins?
I mostly just go by appointments. If I'm available, might be lucky and get a walk-in, but more than likely no.
Because you are a busy lady.
Yeah.
When
these
I
2
first
weeks.
started coming to you, I could just call and say I'm coming in. Now I have to book 3 weeks out. And with my schedule, that doesn't always work out so well for me. But I am just so excited about what you're doing. Now, who did your hair?
I did my hair.
Okay. How do you manage that? You do a that's awesome.
Yeah, well,
And of course, we have some special people in the studio with us today who are assisting
yes, they did
us,
help me out.
helping
Did a
both
great
of us
job
out,
too.
right?
Yes, they did
That
good.
is really, really good. So now, do you own your shop, or you work in a shop, but yet you have your own business,
Yes, I work with business within a business. So
business within a business?
I'm my own business within a salon.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm glad you talked about passion, because when we come back, we're going to see more of the passion aspect through the dance. Thank you so much for
Thank you
being
for
with me
having me.
today, Tikesha. It's been a blessing.